Hi Sagittarius, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius means skytten in Swedish. I am Swedish, so I will use a few Swedish words here and there where I feel like maybe the English needs some clarification for my Swedish audience. I'm not sorry for the sun at all, but it mixes and confuses the camera a bit back and forth every now and then. I want to start off with saying, when you listen to this, it might be a very special moon. I'm not heavy into the moons. I don't keep very, much track of new moons and full moons and all of that. Sorry, my camera is a bit weird. However, there is something around this moon that I've been drawn to. I've been talking, maybe not specifically to you guys, but a lot of other signs. There has been a moon that has come up in the cards over and over again. And I feel like, because I was presented to this moon the other day, and I was like, oh, here comes the moon. So there's something, I just want to start off with saying that for the collective, like when I feel into like what's going on with the collective, not just one sign or one, but for all. That was weird. Couldn't say that. Then something is up, like there's a peak, there's something like working towards a peak, and I feel like it's a good one. Like we have come out from Leo season, we have moved into Virgo season, and depending on when you listen to this recording, it's just going to be still, I feel like we have like past this August of 2019. I feel like I should add, if you're on the good side, if you're on the lighter side, if you sort of have let go of the heavier drama and the bullshit, sorry for the expression, but for the lower stuff that's sort of on one side is very heavy right now. So there's a divided feeling I feel. It couldn't be darker on one end, but it couldn't also be lighter on one end. So I should say, if you're more leaning towards the lighter end, and I think you are, because then otherwise you wouldn't be drawn to this channel. I would say very, very arrogantly. Arrogantly, can you say that? But let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, specifically for this next week. And if you feel awakened, like if you know who you are, if you know what I mean when I say awakened, or at least on the path to being awakened, it is a freaking beautiful, gorgeous energy right now. And I feel like September is the month where things just collectively starts to shift, starts to turn around, like coming up from a really crappy, lower energy situation with whoever is in charge of the world right now, and that we have, it's a shift happening, leading up to 2020. Sagittarius. And I do 3 cards at a time, and I look at them at the same time, and it sort of gives me a bit of a story. Okay. Interesting. Wait, what's going on here? Okay, sorry, I just have to gather myself a bit. So sorry about that. The energy is just really shifting here. I don't know what's up. Really? So I'm just gonna let that go for a bit. I'm really sorry. Okay. Your basic energy for this week, for the upcoming week, is intuition. And you couldn't have a bigger horn in your head if you tried. And then we have face your fears, release your power of fear. Let's see what that is about, Sagittarius. And then we have the self-reliance card. Don't be afraid to fly solo. I think you had this before. And it's also, because this card often comes out when I talk to the Virgos. So there might be something in the Virgo reading for you. I haven't done Virgo yet when I'm doing this reading. So let's see what comes out for you. There's a gazillion butterflies here as well. So there's huge transformation through this card. But the basic energy for you for this week is to really open up your intuition. And even saying intuition, it feels restricted. It feels like I hinder you when I say your third eye is opening, because it feels like it's the whole freaking, it's like you're walking into areas and dimensions and timelines that you sort of haven't really been there before, and it's opening up like a whole new way of looking at life, even maybe redefining what you find to be, oh Jesus, I'm getting so dizzy, it's not even funny. Okay, so I'm probably just picking up on what you guys I'm so sorry. I'm just probably picking up on what you guys are going through at the moment. And if you have already started to, and here comes the sun. If you already has started to experience some of this, do whatever, like drink a heck of a lot of water, and not too much so that you kill yourself. But I feel like you need a lot more water, because water is so balancing to your energy, to the whole like aura, to your whole field. Water is like the quickest, easiest, fastest, cheapest way to sort of bring into balance. So get more water. There is some crazy dizziness going on here. I'm gonna do the best I can to just get through this. So there is an opening for you, and apparently I can't even talk about this opening without sort of getting a bit sucked in there. So I'm gonna do a better job at sort of grounding myself here a bit. But this is what you have. I'm not gonna like, if this had just been a few, maybe even months ago, or at least a few years ago, I would have stopped the recording by now, because I would have felt like, what an unprofessional reading, to sort of sit there and just say that you're dizzy. What a crap of, I just won't, because this is the most authentic. This is what happens to me right now, and I think it's important. I think it's part of what is going to happen to you, with you, not to you, but with you. So there's an opening happening here, for sure. And I think you actually have even asked for it. You have asked for it. Either you have been so much more balanced lately, or in such like high energies that you are now a victim for the next level, for new dimensions, for new insights, for, let's say, just other reality, new timelines, or you have in fact just really asked for it, like you want the next step, you want to evolve and truly feel like you're a spiritual being in human clothes and not the other way around. And here it comes, babe. Like, it's coming. So you're truly opening up. So when it says trust your intuition, it feels like that's daycare. That's kindergarten. That's something but this is full-time job. And we're not in kindergarten anymore. This is university level, or even higher. Anyway, can I say something more around this? To trust what happens to you. Yeah, trust your intuition. Yeah, trust your intuition, but trust what happens to you. Just follow what wants to happen right now. And yes. Trust what happens right now. With the next card coming out, and I fully understand now why this card comes out, because it is a bit freaky to, when you open up like that, and when you sort of don't, I would tell you a very short story, long story short. Anyway, first time in my life where I was in a living room, and the living room had 4 walls, and there was an opening in one of those walls, and so it was like not a full wall, but it was still quite a wide wall. And I was looking at it, and all of a sudden the wall disappeared. So I was like, it wasn't like it was a see-through wall. It wasn't like all of a sudden I saw into the hallway that was on the other side. I couldn't really explain it if I tried, but I'm trying. It was rather just that it disappeared. I can't say more than that. And when it did, at the time, it sort of freaked me out. And I was looking, it was 3 other people in the room, and I was looking at them, and I was like, they don't seem to see that it's not a missing wall here. And so I said nothing, because I don't know, that was just how weird it felt, and how do I explain this, and how it was not the perfect group to sort of say that the wall disappeared to either. But anyway, I feel like when you start to have when you start to understand that these are not real walls, they're actually, just vibrations in a certain frequency, or that you can jump timelines, how in and out, how many times you want, that we're existing in parallel universes right now, that sort of thing. And you actually start to experiencing it. There might be some fear involved, and no wonder, like it gets a bit shaky. You sort of, at least I do, sort of appreciate waking up in the morning and understanding that I am me, and here is my son, and here's, I'm still in the same house that I'm used to waking up in, that sort of thing. If you all of a sudden wake up and you have no idea where you're at, you don't know who you are, like that should start to freak you out a bit. That sort of thing. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that you're going to wake up not knowing who you are. I'm just saying when these sort of phenomenons are starting to happen, it could be a bit fearful. But just sit with them, look at them, feel it. If the dizziness hits you like a brick, like it did to me right now, sit with it as much as you can and just stabilize yourself. You couldn't go anywhere if you tried, if you're not ready. You really couldn't. It won't happen. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Okay, this is definitely not going to be for every Sagittarius out there. This is going to be for a fair few, and I don't want to judge. I just don't think that this message resonates with a whole bunch of people yet. It could be, it probably will be eventually, but it won't right now. So when it says don't be afraid to fly solo, I was thinking in the 3D version when I looked at it at first. Now when I'm looking at it again, it literally means don't be afraid to fly solo. And I'm drawn into the, I can't find the word. Like, I will try to explain it as much as I can. Like, for instance, you go lay down and like you're supposed to sleep, and only you don't go into sleep. Astral travel, yes, thank you. Astralresor, astral travels. Don't be afraid to fly solo. I am serious now. You could look into, or you already are looking into, that's why this comes out, you could look into what it's like to let go of your body and actually like travel just in your, as a soul, as a entity, rather than with your body. So you will actually experience being outside of your body, looking outside from your body. I've done this myself one time. I would fit under this. I freaked out, and I thought I have responsibilities. I have kids that I have to get back to, and I don't know where this is gonna end. I felt like, what happens if I can't get back to my body? Like, what happens? Like, And I'm such a control freak, so I tried it once and then I never did it again because it spooked me. I don't want to spook you now or freak you out now, and you know yourself, so you won't be because of me. But this literally means don't be afraid to fly solo, okay? I'm on time. I will for sure continue this reading into the extended. So follow me there if it feels interesting. If you think she has gone cuckoo this week, then thank you so much for watching up until then. And I hope to see, please see you back next week. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.